Hello and welcome to my channel. It's Anyedi here. If you're new, you are highly welcome, and if you're an OG subscriber, thank you for sticking with me this far. So today I just wanted to talk about 5 things I've learned as a micro creator here on YouTube. It's not too long ago that I started YouTube, but in my brief sojourn thus far, I can say categorically that these 5 points I'm about to share with you have greatly motivated me to keep striving. And these 5 points that I'm going to share with you are guaranteed to give you success. Yes, I'm a very small channel, but success is measured in the little steps we take daily to arrive at our chosen destinations. That's the way I define success. So, the first thing I want to talk about is to start where you are with what you have. This resonates so well with me as a micro creator because for the longest time I've been on YouTube just as a regular consumer of other people's content, and I derived joy in doing that. But along the line I started to get inspired by what I was consuming, and I thought to myself, I said, there's a part of me who also wants to be a creator on YouTube. So I kept thinking about it, and I never really got to start because I just felt, oh, I needed to have all of these expensive things in place. I needed this kind of camera, I needed this kind of phone quality, I needed to have this kind of microphone, I needed to have this kind of editing skills, and I kept on piling all the things I thought I needed to be a YouTuber, to start a YouTube channel. And it wasn't until I began to listen to people like Kelechi Mbemena, who is an awesome YouTuber. I listened to her and she would just say, start where you are and with what you have. And why Kelechi really resonated with me is because she had a Samsung. She was a Samsung user just like I was, and most no offense at all, please don't get me wrong, most other YouTubers were all with their iPhones and what have you, but she kind of was so relatable to me, to the point of I was able to see that even with your Samsung, and Samsung is an amazing phone, even with your Samsung, even with your Android phone, you can start. So I was spurred into action. She really inspired me to start with what I had, where I was. I didn't have a fine house or a fine setup. Where I am right now, I'm just in the corner of my room. My TV is here, my window's there, but this is what I have. And she said, you can use your natural light, you can place your phone on books and just prop it up. Oh my god, Kelechi, shout out to you. So you can just walk around situations and make situations work for you. You don't have to wait till you have this exotic filming camera, this exotic filming set and everything. Work with what you have, where you have, and trust me, there's an audience for everyone on YouTube. There is an audience for everyone. I know the growth process for people who I don't want to, at the risk of sounding rude, low income earners, people who fall beneath a certain tax bracket. The growth rate for people like that is or tends to be a lot more slower than it is for people who are in the upper echelons of society. Because like I had seen in a TikTok video, someone was explaining why this happens. Is that people look up to these people in upper echelons of society in a kind of aspirational manner. They aspire to live that kind of life, and it's a form of escapism, a form of kind of inspiration, if you will, for people like that. So when someone who is from a low income background, or who has a low income housing, puts up a YouTube, people tend not to watch. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's your content and how creative you are that matters. So start where you are with what you have and just keep going. So this brings me to my second point. Don't compare yourself with others. Everyone is unique. Yes, you might be in the same niche, but don't compare yourself with others. You can learn from others and be inspired by others, but don't compare yourself with others. Comparison will kill you. It will lead to other things, that other evil things that will slow your progress, really. So my advice, from speaking from my point of view, I follow a myriad of YouTubers on here. I love their content. I love to watch what they're doing. It looks really cool. It's inspiring. It's encouraging, and I learn as much as I can from them. I learn their diligence, their commitment, their consistency, their attention to detail, the ability to be organized and disciplined, and all of these things. I love to learn from how their knowledge of tech, skills like editing and all of that stuff, and graphics and everything. These are things that inspire. These are things that should inspire you. They should inspire you. So you glean as much as you can from people like this, and never fall into the pit of trying to compare yourself to these people, because you're just gonna end up frustrated. Like for instance, you see somebody who's into lifestyle content and takes these lavish trips and does all these beautiful clothing hauls, and you're here looking and saying, I think I want to do this. I think I want to do clothing haul. Like, you don't even have the finances, to be honest, for something like that, or you've not gathered enough goodwill or respectability. Your sphere of influence is still very little, and you don't have a strong community behind you, and you want to go and do that. You're going to end up a very frustrated person, and then you're going to come across as very, very insincere, because I believe that people can tell when you're being genuine and when you're being sincere, and when what you're putting out is organic. I believe strongly that people really can tell. So do not for any reason compare yourself with other people. Moving on fast, find your why, find your reason. Why are you on YouTube? For me, Number one reason, I'm creative. I've always been creative. Prior to my law career, I had a stint in theater arts, so into acting and all of that kind of stuff, storytelling, story writing, and all of that stuff, script writing, and all of that. So, yeah, there's always been that part of me, and I am a singer. I I sing in my church choir. I've been singing in my church choir ever since I was 13. So there's always, it's always been a part of me, that performative, would I call it performative part of me, the artistic part of me, my artistic expression has always been, there from time, even before I went into law. So yes, that was part of it. I wanted to express myself. I also wanted to, color the world with my own version, of art, and just add to it and have it be among this, have it be part of, I can't talk. What is happening? Have it be part of, the grand scheme of things, and people can always look back and say, oh, someone like Anedi was here. Apart from that, let's be real, the money. So I'm nowhere near being monetized, but I love this. I actually love this. I just love sitting in front of a camera and talking, and I'm really, really, really grateful that the few people who have come on here and subscribed to my channel probably saw something in me and decided to come along on this ride. So yeah, that's why I'm here. So find your why. Find your why. I want to do as much as I can, with the time I have. Be creative and just live. So that's my why. And if I get paid while doing that, why not? So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. One other thing that held me back from starting a YouTube channel, I was always thinking, am I going to be doing the right thing? Am I saying it the right way? Am I, like, come on, like at a point I just told myself, you know what? If you go out there, you do something, you make a mistake, it's an opportunity to learn. So here's the thing. Making mistakes is not the end of the world. It's not the worst thing that could happen to you. Making mistakes is actually an opportunity for you to learn. So I learn. Like, anytime I post something, I do my research. I go back, I do a little bit of research to see, now, how this YouTube thing is. Let's see what's trending, what are people looking for, what are people searching for. I do my research, and then I go into my analytics. I look at it and I see, how well it's doing. Excuse me, I'm yawning. I'll cut that out. How well it's doing, or how poorly it's doing, why people are swiping away. So I know there's a lot of factors that go into making a channel successful, the way your channel looks, the thumbnails, and all of that stuff. Yes, those things are essential, but get into the rhythm. Just get into the rhythm. That's what I'm doing now, and this is so authentic to me, because I'm gonna look back on this and be like, yeah, I definitely learned from this, I've grown from this, and I can even do an updated version of this current video when I've achieved some level of growth. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning, they're part of growing, and they make you better. Don't give up just because you felt, you made a mistake. Keep going, go again, and keep going. And then the last one, and the, I guess, most important, is Be consistent. Don't give up. Guys, do you believe that I first uploaded a video, what, 4 years ago? I joined in 2016, and I didn't post any videos till what, 4 years ago? I think I think it was I think it was before COVID or during COVID. But that period is when I first posted my first video. And I didn't post again. I kind of got like discouraged, because I was just like, "Mm, nobody's interested." But do you know, after posting that video, I never posted anything again till this year. And I came on and I saw that I had 10 subscribers. I was like, 10 subscribers? How did I get 10 subscribers for just posting this one miserable video about me exercising? So guys, believe me, imagine if I had kept it up. I probably would have, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I know people that started 2 years ago and they've blown. So you can imagine if I had been consistent, the growth, the amount of people that would have, subscribed to my channel. So 10 people saw that video that I posted back then and decided to subscribe. So what's your excuse? Like, how bad are your videos that you feel you can't post anything? Like, if you've seen what I posted, to me it was rubbish, but 10 people subscribed. So guys, just be consistent. The growth will happen. The growth will happen. And I'm so proud of those 10 people, because honestly, I didn't even ask. Like, I didn't even say, oh, subscribe to my channel, oh, this and that. Like, I just posted that video and I left. And I came back all these years after and there were 10 people. I'm so grateful. And I'm not going to take, I'm not resting on my oars anymore. And I hold these 10 people in such high esteem. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. With that being said, I've come to the end of the 5 things that will guarantee you success as a micro creator, as a beginner creator, as a newbie in these YouTube streets. So please subscribe to my channel. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I'm doing. If this video has made any impressions on you, if there's anything you've learned from this video. I'm just out here to encourage, another micro creator like myself, that this thing, it can be done. It can be done. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.